Hello, Massachusetts. If you want to vote, first you need to be registered to vote. You can check your registration status right now using the link in the description. If you're not registered or you need to update your name or address, you can go to the link in the description and register online right now, as long as you have a Massachusetts driver's license or state ID. If you don't have one of those things, like if you're a student from another state or you just don't drive, you'll still use the same link to fill out your registration form. They'll ask you to print out the form at the end, sign it, and mail it in. You've got until October 19th to register, but you might as well open up a new tab right now and get started. Once you've registered, there are a few different ways you can vote. In a few cases, if you're going to be out of state on election day, or you have a disability or religious belief that prevents you from getting to the polls, you can apply to vote absentee by mail. There's a link to the form down in the description that you can fill out in mail or email to your local election commissioner. There's also a link to all their contact info. You have until November 7th at noon to apply to vote absentee, but the sooner the better, so there's enough time for that ballot to get to you in the mail and for you to fill it out and do all the research you want to do to send it back by November 8th. This is also the first election that any registered Massachusetts voter can vote early in person. If you want to do that, you can go to your city or town clerk's office from October 24th through November 4th during normal business hours to cast your ballot. Some clerks will have special evening and weekend hours available too, so check your local clerk's website, they're linked below, to find out when and where you can vote early. If you want to vote in person on November 8th though, there's a link below that will tell you where you need to go to vote. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and you may be asked to show ID, especially if this is your first time voting. A driver's license or state ID, utility bill or bank statement, or any printed ID with your name and address on it all count. So bring one of those just in case. I also recommend bringing a sample ballot. You can get one of those at your town or city clerk's website, and it'll tell you everything that you'll be able to vote for in addition to the presidential election this year. Of course, you don't have to vote for every single thing on the ballot, but it's helpful if you want a chance to do some research on the candidates in your local elections. You can even fill your sample ballot out and bring it to the polls with you so you can remember how you want to vote. There will be links in the description for everything you need to check your registration, vote early, find your polling place, and get your sample ballot in the description. Thank you for voting.